Hello everybody and welcome back. I hope you are doing phenomenal. We are gonna go take a Las Vegas tour in the P-51, this beautiful aircraft. So, let's get started. I mean, this could be fun. If I can find my mouse. Where'd my mouse go? There she is. Check controls. Controls look good. I know that voice. Huh. How fast, eh? That sounds like a challenge. What the heck? That is really low. Here in transit. Coming back on some of the power. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's fly through all the gates, see how we do. Alright, without using more emergency power or blowing up the engine, I hope. We're gonna pull back to 40 so that we don't blow up the engine. Pull back our prop. Maybe not that far. Alright, prop pull fine. We need speed. We also don't want to die. Cool. Cool. Very cool. Let's keep these turns coordinated. Makes them easier. And I'm definitely not full power. We're only 45 inches on this one. Cool. Cool. Hello, Las Vegas Strip. He said race, so I'm kind of in race mode. We're not going very fast, but still. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's stuff everywhere. Below the buildings, through the cranes. Right next to the almost Space Needle, but not really. Wow, there's a lot of gates in this one. Alright, we're gonna have fun with that, but I definitely gotta pull back so we don't blow the engine. I would love to not blow the engine. There's a crane inside of the path. There's a crane right there. That makes the gateway smaller. Alright, we're gonna run at the high end of green. Just to make sure that we, well, don't blow the engine. Las Vegas Air Force Base. Pretty sure I've landed there. Well, in the sim. Rail line? That one? One we already passed? Or that one? That looks like a road. There are cranes everywhere on this map. Going over the residential. Alright, let's bump up a little bit more on the power. I don't think we're really at risk of blowing the engine anymore. We're gonna do a low pass over Las Vegas Airport. Las Vegas Air Force Base. What are we doing? 260 knots. Temperatures are actually in the green, that's good. Downhill we go. Woohoo! Cool. There's like no wind, so we can basically just point the nose down the runway. It's pretty cool. Control tower's off in the middle of nowhere. Lots of airport space and hangar space and outdoor and indoor and oh yeah, lots of stuff there. That looks like fun. If any of you guys are fighters and you've actually flown out of there, let me know how it is there. Is that a fun airport to be flying out of, etc. And that's the joke. Welcome to NASCAR. It is literally just a circle. Some of them have like that infield track. You can do other stuff. But for the most part, yeah, you turn left all day. That's what the racing is. Welcome to NASCAR, the American pastime for no reason other than it is, I guess. I watch a lot more F1 now. Used to watch a lot of, well, some NASCAR when it was on. Cool, cool. Low level's always good. I like low level. Completely illegal in the real world, but we're not in the real world, so that's always fun. What's out here? Just, there's nothing here. I mean, we're screaming along as fast as we can, but there's nothing out here. A whole lot of power lines. What are those, solar panels? Those look like solar panels. Probably solar panels. Ha! Called it! Yeah, this is probably a good place for it, although I've heard that the dust scores the crap out of the mirrors, or out of the coatings, and it makes it so they don't get as much light. Cool, cool. You could put a lot of airplanes there. Two runways. Nice little military zone over there. No matter which direction you point, it's pretty much at a town. Go figure. This looks completely residential. Residential. Cool, cool. That is a heck of a lot of pools. Even some without houses. Some houses without pools, some pools without houses. You know how it goes. Golf course. Well, all the temperature and every other gauge is in the green. Won't blow the motor, hopefully. Even though we're 250 feet. EGL, well, MSL. I don't know if it's standard pressure though. Doing 280 knots. Screaming above the desert. What is this, a little farm? It looks like it could be. Or is this a private strip or a depot? I don't know. Ooh, a river. All of this is fun. Especially seeing your own shadow when it renders. Actually overbanked there and had to give it some right rudder to keep us up. So I gotta bank less and keep a little more coordinated to keep that speed up. Because the further you bank, the more energy you lose. And the more uncoordinated you are, the more energy you lose too. So if I need less turn, or less bank to complete the turn, that will make us faster, slicker, better, in theory. Nice and smooth on the controls. That is a pretty little river that starts from nowhere. Oh, there it goes. Somewhere over there. Probably the continuation. Looks like a little reservoir. Little houses. A little reservoir here. Probably Las Vegas Reservoir if I had to guess. Lake Las Vegas. I was close. I thought it was a reservoir. Which I guess all lakes kind of are. Cool. What is this gonna be, Lake Mead? Is that the next one? He's having us climb. It is pretty out here. I mean, it's mostly desert, but just the water, the flying, it's so smooth. There's no turbulence, there's no weather. That is phenomenal. I went flying the other weekend in the real world in Colorado, and there was weather. There was a lot of things, and it was not very smooth. Got a couple sinkers coming in off the runway on final. That was exciting. That made for some tricky flying. Welcome to Colorado. That is just the weather for you. Good lord, are we just gonna climb forever? I actually get to use a little bit more power. He's gonna have us climb. We're doing one, what was that, 80? I mean, that's a big lake. Flying really uncoordinated. Maybe there's a little bit of wind up here, as I was just talking about it. Bumping up the power as we get higher. Although the problem with bumping up the power in a climb and decreasing altitude is that you have less cooling. So we're gonna have to watch those engine temps down there in the corner. Make sure we don't over-temp them. Because we do need that extra power. 150, wow. This climb is aggressive. Gotta keep that power in. 160 and the air's thinning, the temperatures are going up. Yeah, we're way out of the green on the temperatures. Not entirely sure. I think I would probably level off, increase airspeed, and use the airspeed to cool off the engine. That's probably what I would do in the real world. Maintain about 180, 190, 200 knots. Get that airflow really going. Alright, last gate, and then we are going to push over. Because I can't see. I don't really want to do a whole lot of slipping, but the gates are all straight in front of us, so that's a perk. We are going to have to watch the RPMs as we start going downhill. Because they are going to want to climb as our airspeed and altitude. Well, airspeed increases and altitude decreases. Oh, that's going to be fun going through the dam. I mean, when there's a dam, why would you not fly under it? There's almost no reason. So this will be fun. I think I've done this one in the F-18, if this is a map for the F-18. If not, I think I have done this one before. Man, we're gonna be near VNE. I'm actually gonna have to pull back a little. We'll keep it up for now. We'll see how we do in this turn. Gotta keep it coordinated, gotta watch all the airspeeds. And not slam into the mountain at the bottom. Oop. Coming back a lot on the throttle. We are very close to VNE. Speed to never exceed. See, he's got the same thoughts that I do. There's a dam, therefore you must fly under it, or bridge. Alright, bump the power back up. see if we can make these turns. These are looking tight. Made that one. I heard the gun ports just barely starting to whistle. We were on the edge of what this aircraft will do in that turn. That was the end of performance. We were at a high alpha there. Trying to be as smooth as I could, and it did it. Looks like we're gonna bleed off some of the speed. Yeah, that was fun. I always love flying in the little caverns. I kind of wish that we'd continue on, but I can see why they wouldn't. Especially if you're low on airspeed going through there, you're gonna need it to climb out of that. It's probably why they kind of eased you out of there, so that way you could actually have some airspeed versus just a hard turn. And coming around. This aircraft needs a lot more rudder than I've been giving it. Oh, we can give it a little bit more power too, because our temperatures are all in the green. And you know what that means? We can push it up a little further. Not very much though. Kind of at the high end of temperatures. I bet you it is not cold outside. This is Vegas and there's no snow, which means it's probably warm. Even in all these little mountains. We are just kind of gonna putz through here and yeah. I think we're going back to the airfield now. We'll see if they guide me in, and I gotta grease the landing. We're gonna go for a 2-point because I always find those harder. We will see where this road takes us. So when turning right, it needs a lot of rudder. When turning left, it needs just a little bit. Welcome to P Factor. And this isn't like the Red Bull air races. Huh? Neat. Which way's north? Compass says... I don't know. Where's the magnetic compass in this one? I see the normal one on the dash, but where's magnetic? Is that the only one they have? I mean, it could be a magnetic compass. But it looks like we're flying southeast to northwood. Yeah, be that mountain over there. That looks like a pretty serious crane for a pretty small town. Yeah, they got a big crane over there on the left. These guys up in front of us have a crane too. There. There's nothing there. Tiny little city, big crane. I gotta look out where we're going and keep it coordinated. This looks like we are getting back. That looks like it's gonna guide me into the runway. Clear the mountain by 10 feet and into the next ring. Too much. So we are basically gonna throw it in a slip, dump the flaps at the end and the gear, and see how fast we can actually put this thing down. We'll see how fast of a landing we can do. Yeah, because that looks like a straight with a left-hand turn back to the runway. Yep, there's the gates. McCarran International, I think. Oh look, that's a golf course. Quite a bit of water features and sand, and that looks like a tough course. There's a lot of sand on that course. Then again, this is in the desert, even though they truck in all the sand. All the sand comes from the beach. That is a lot of gates that we just flew through. What do you guys think? How late can we throw the slip out and not, hopefully, bounce? Think we're gonna be able to, or are we gonna bounce all the way in? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I can find the flaps lever too, because that's hidden underneath my throttle quadrant. And it takes some feeling to do, or to find. Alright, we're coming up on our landing. We'll see how hard of a slip I can throw it in, and how much speed we lose, and how quickly we're gonna lose it, and you know, the works. Because I don't have gear out, I don't have flaps out. We're about to start going downhill, so we're gonna be doing 300 knots. Yeah, 300 knots. That's an insane approach. It's also illegal. Unless you're military, they've got their own rules. They just fly 250 knots if they can to be nice, but they're not required to. And most of the time they don't. Alright, I see the runway. I hope I've got everything mapped. We're doing 300 knots downhill. Alright, I think next gate. Wait for it. Wait for it. Slip. Ooh, got a little bit of a stall going there. Come on. Gear's coming out. We are slow. Flaps are coming out. Lining up for landing. Ooh, that's a lot of back pressure. What the? That was the easiest landing I've ever done. So weird. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes! We made the high-speed taxiway in a tail dragger. Oh, that's funny. Ah, that's really funny. Also, that was like the easiest landing I've ever done. I don't know what the airspeed was, but we made the high-speed taxiway, and it just, we were right about holding it just a smidgen off, and then just greased it in. That was phenomenal. I love it. I'm gonna have to look and see what that airspeed was when I edit this video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that tour of Las Vegas and a bit of the shenanigans we got up to. Landing's always the fun part, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys in the next episode.